Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast, a D&D campaign based on Greek mythology. My name is Todd and I am the DM of this adventure. Now the players will say hello themselves.
Miranda, and I play Ayala, the daughter of Hermes.
It's your boy Dylan. I play Blouts the Human Ranger.
My name is Brittany, and I will be playing Lorel, the half-elf paladin.
Hello, my name is Becca, and I'll be playing Mavari, the tiefling sorcerer.
Hello, my name is Macy, and I will be playing Siron, the shifter sorcerer.
Hello, my name is Tyr, and I will be playing James.
A lot of people know that I drift off in conversations. If I am amidst a conversation with you and we have been speaking for more than 2 minutes, and I start smiling and looking straight at you, I'm not there anymore. I am off somewhere else, possibly Hawaii, because that always sounds nice. And sometimes I like to think about things like happy memories or replay a South Park episode in my head, which I actually do from time to time at work. But something I like to think about is one of my favorite dreams I've ever had, and I did not want to wake up from. I actually slept for like 10 or 12 hours that day. Like, I just really did not want to wake up. So it was a dream that I had where I rented out like a log cabin that was pretty giant, and the back end of it was open so that you could see out on the lake that was behind it. And there was every friend I've ever had throughout my whole life. And we were jet skiing, boating, fishing, swimming. Everybody was getting along. Even people who didn't get along in real life were getting along because it's a dream. That happens. But it was just the best day I could possibly ever want and never will have, because that just wouldn't happen. But it was so good, and I just was so happy. And so I actually think about that every now and then, because it just, I don't know, something about it that it stuck in my head. I'm very thankful for that. It's a happy place that I go to every now and then. But I was wondering if y'all have ever had dreams where you were like, no, go back to sleep. I don't want to wake up from this.
Sorry, I was muted. Oh,
No.
Are you sure you weren't daydreaming?
I have a couple of dreams like that. Is it freaking the one there in most recent memory? Because I don't remember my dreams very very well, but that one stuck with me because it was for whatever reason it was like I had a I don't know, some sort of device, and it pretty much let me like go through like all these different timelines, like, you know, of my life, that if you did this, you did this, if you did this, then that would happen. And then there was one where I went into this, pretty much this timeline, and it was me and Darren, and we were just moving. It was clear that we were just moving, like, you know, into this really, like, you know, really nice large house. And then I just remember, like, you know, we were a little bit older, and I remember, you know, just sort of looking around and, like, you know, commenting on stuff. And then I remember, like, you know, I couldn't see, like, you know, its face. And I say it because I don't know if, like, you know, it was a boy or a girl or what, but, like, you know, this kid, like, you know, runs by me, like, you know, just laughing, and they run down the stairs, and, like, you know, they have this lovely little mop of hair like Darren's. And I realized that, oh, that's my kid. And I was really upset when I woke up from it because I just wanted to see more of it. It was just so nice and so lovely. So, yeah. And then there was another one where I was a freaking dragon rider.
Oh, that sounds
we were,
great.
like, you know, riding through crystal caverns. That one I was also really upset. But the one that was the most recent memory was, like, you know, the alternate timeline one.
Mm-hmm.
And that life that, you know, I hope I get it. It was very nice.
That one I feel like is possible.
Yeah. So I'm like, I like that. I would love the dragon riding one too. You know. But hey, I'll take like, you know, the large house. The kid.
If I see a dragon,
get a
I'm not
dragon.
gonna try to ride it. I'm gonna run and cry like a man.
But yeah, no, that was mine.
This will show a lot of my mindset. I was an assassin on a job, and I was using this specific drug that allowed you to center and focus in completely really well. And all of a sudden I realized that this was a fucking dream, and I was like, oh shit, it's about to end. And I was working my ass off to remember the chemical makeup exactly of that drug so that I could bring it back to the real world.
That's awesome. Also sucky. It's like, like almost getting like, you got a lottery ticket that like, that might be like it's a winning lottery ticket. You just need like, just a couple more numbers and your TV cuts
Yeah,
out.
I woke up very frustrated going, and I almost had it.
No!
It was weird, but
Put me
that
back
was the
in.
last dream I remember. There you go.
I am a very vivid dreamer, and this may not sound real to a lot of people, but I can control my dreams. I know when I am dreaming.
That's
So
called lucid dreaming. It's a real thing.
Yeah, you're a
I-
lucid
Mhm.
dreamer. Oh, lucky.
I can force myself to change how dreams happen, and I can also force myself to wake from dreams, but I can also go back to a similar dream when I go back to sleep. So I don't have any dreams in particular that I remember, but it's just something, I can control my dreams.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've tried really hard, and every time I realize it's a dream, it's shutting down.
Weirdly, for me, usually half the time whenever I realize I'm dreaming, I get stuck in sleep paralysis and I can't breathe.
Oh.
Oh.
That is the
And
other
I've
side
already-
effect of vivid lucid dreaming. If you
I've
wake up too
told-
soon, you can end up in that.
Yeah, I've told Dylan about it a few times. It actually happened to me last week, where I'll be dreaming and I realize I'm stuck in a dream. I can't wake up, and then I'll feel like something's choking me, like I can't breathe, like nothing's wanting, no air's coming in.
Don't worry, it's just me.
Good lord.
Damn.
Just choking the shit out of you.
Little do y'all know, the story of Mordai and Mavari is based on Dylan.
Hold on, no, those are siblings. Calm down there.
What? Ooh.
Oh, bro,
was
never
like,
get the
Dylan,
siblings
I need help.
involved.
He said, let me tell you about what I did to Macy.
What?
Let me tell you how I suplex them.
Macy, you can tell us if it's abusive.
What?
Don't do it on recording.
Yeah.
I like
No, do
Dylan.
it on recording. You tell
you
them what
if
it
it's
is.
what?
you
Tell you.
you can tell us if you need help.
No, Macy, don't say anything. Blink twice if you need help.
We can't see her.
Shh.
Blink,
I
blink.
asked you.
I'm kidding.
Oh no.
No, if anything, the worst that would happen is getting suplexed out a window, and then it would be okay.
What the fuck?
Y'all have a so colorful relationship, and I
It
love
depends
you
on
guys.
what floor you're on.
Miranda, thank you for speaking. So you have reminded me that you're here, and you are a crazy person. So I want to know your response to this. The top of the show topic, or tossed, as I started calling it. That's what I'm making this. I've decided that's what this is going to be called. This Dream Talk is the tossed of the show. So what's your opinion on this tossed here today?
My opinion is I don't remember the good dreams. I remember the nightmares though, because I tend to have a lot more of those. And they reoccur, which is fun.
I think that's because you like horror movies.
I should have known it was going to get dark.
Sometimes when I have nightmares too, it comes in like a physical manifestation where I scratch at my shoulders and I wake up with like scratch marks all over me. That's fun. But what I remember from this reoccurring nightmare is that, the guy from Scream, he
Yes.
would be chasing myself and my brother. Like, we'd be
Ghostface?
little. We wouldn't be... Yeah, Ghostface, thank you. We'd be really little, and we're being chased around by him. And then I remember going into our old wooden toy box that we had in my brother's bedroom, and we hid in there, but then things got really hot because the toy box got caught on fire, and we were locked inside. The end.
Good lord.
And then I would wake up.
If the dream ever reoccurs, just take the ghost-faced person from Scream and put rubber duck slippers on their feet, so every single time they take a step, it quacks.
I want rubber duck slippers that quack when I walk.
God, that sounds. So
Why don't I have
Yeah,
those?
why would you say that in front of Dylan? Now he wants
Sounds
that.
obnoxious.
That sounds awful.
Sorry.
It's like
I
a
need
dog
that
toy.
now.
This is
Little
now a
kids
goal
that
in
run
his
around
life.
with squeaky shoes.
Yeah, no, that man
Those
is still
things are
holding a
awful.
knife.
Okay, look. Speaking of
Regardless,
shoes
it's funnier.
Huh?
and kids, I don't want to seem like a mean person or anything. However, I can do this myself. So, am I the only person that when somebody has those little shoes with the one wheel on the back,
Oh
whenever
my
they
God.
roll by, you just
The
want to like,
Heelys?
Heelys.
sure, yeah, you just want to like push them over, trip them, or
No.
Yes.
No, I want a pair.
No. It just sounds like you hate fun.
Yeah, I'm like,
Look,
that's... No, I
in a
wish I
serious
had the
environment-
coordination to get some freaking Heelys. You move so much faster.
Okay, just real quick. Have you worked in a retail store before?
Yeah,
Yes.
I have.
Because hot diggity damn, those stupid little freaking shoes and these kids wheeling around and you're just trying to do your job and this kid just wheels past you and you're just like, you little fucker.
I just want to scroll back to Hot Diggity Damn real quick.
That just sounds
How
like a
old
personal
are you?
problem, Miranda. Why?
Death by Heelys.
Why not? So, Becca, here's my hate towards them.
Oh Lord.
So, every time I see a kid on them, and this may just be bad luck around me, but every time I see a kid with those things on and they're skating around, they almost run into people or run into stuff, and they don't seem to give a shit about anybody around them. And that just may be like that I seem to run into assholes like them. Just may be a me thing. But I don't think so.
I have to tell you something.
I don't want to hear it.
Todd. That's just kids.
Yeah, that's
Oh, that
That's
doesn't work
just-
for me.
That's
I
just
don't,
children.
I don't generally, like, defend that sort of thing, but I'm kind of with Becca. I'm like, it's no different than, I mean, like, yeah, the running in the freaking store is just as annoying, but, like,
Have
no,
you not
just
heard?
glad.
Have you heard about the whole thing going on at like Sephora and Ulta
Oh.
right now?
Yeah.
What happened? No.
We're getting that same shit in my store.
What happened? stealing
Kids
stuff?
are going into like Sephora and Ulta and like destroying products, like opening boxes and stuff. It's
What the fuck?
it's
Why?
just
No, that-
kids because kids are awful. That's why.
that,
Well,
that
yeah,
just
no,
sounds
they're
like my
terrible,
store.
but I mean, like, but there has to be a reason why.
Don't know because
it's
it's a lot of
probably a
young
TikTok
kids.
trend.
Yeah, a lot of young kids are watching TikTok shit.
I hope that's not it.
That
That
is
is-
usually it. No, that
Even
just
as
sounds
a
like
kid,
my
so-
store. We have a group of kids that come in, different groups too, and they just start throwing and like body slamming all of our displays and shit.
Children are awful.
I
The
don't
kid
get it.
actually
Kids
does
are
bring a
meant to
gun.
play. What's going on here? All right. I have to remember where we were. Oh, fuck it. Well, let's get this hot diggity damn podcast going. Oh, see you in a minute.
My name is Darren, and you are listening to the Dungeon Speak podcast.
Previously, Siron and company traveled through a portal to a land she now finds herself in. Her father's personal assistant and two mercenaries from her plane of existence recently embarked on an escort mission to escort a group of families from Delphi to Athens, where they hope to find a large military presence and sanctuary with more of the life luxuries they were used to. Siron stayed in Delphi. Siron stayed in the Delphi area, Halamus to be exact, to help the weaker, escorting refugees from the mountain village to Delphi. A 16-hour journey around the base of the mountains. The party, recently given a political mission of allegiance by Phoebe, started heading south to Sparta in hopes of gaining a large military ally. Unfortunately, along the way, the party was ambushed by a demon that later was revealed to actually be a drow. The party was able to take her out, but in the chaos, Seltra was kidnapped and Born's mother and friends were killed. Speaking of that little bastard, he grew to resent Mavari because he had a lack of understanding for what was actually going on around him. Then, while Mavari's brother infiltrated the party house and tried to kill Mavari in her sleep, for a second time, might I add, Born was whisked away by another demon that the party has seen but never socially interacted with. A messenger of Olympus who goes by Aella came to Mabari's rescue after realizing it was not a kink to be choked, and was able to give the party a message where Seltra could be found and how to use LFD. Aella stuck around out of boredom because business has been slow on account of everyone being dead. But this has been the most social interaction she has ever had, so it has been a bit of a learning curve. The party passed through Halamus, meeting up with and obtaining the services of Siron, then headed to Delphi. The party arrived in Delphi in the morning and found it wasn't there. There was a horde, possibly hundreds, of lions and lionesses that formed a path to a 30-foot tall lioness who turned out to be Artemis, the goddess. After Aella received a stern talking to of disdain in Aella's choice of friends, then the party was given an ultimatum. Either deliver Apollo back to Artemis in 24 hours, or she would kill everyone in Delphi, and then the party. After spending some time brainstorming, Aella and Bloutz nearly coming to blows, and Lorel making a promise to help find Apollo, giving her solemn word, and pinky promising, Mavari prayed to Phoebe. Aella then called Artemis back. With the assistance of Phoebe, Mavari was able to convince Artemis to travel to a plane guarded by a Titan to retrieve her brother. This is when Artemis first found out that Titans were alive and free. She told Aella to go and warn Zeus right before she revealed Delphi and was teleported away. Delphi reappeared and the party found out that they were tricked, and the city had never gone anywhere, and that everyone was safe and none the wiser the entire time. The animals were acting as a path to keep the players from interacting with the real world, and simply wandered off after Artemis left. The players then wandered the city, remembering and sightseeing. Bloutz and Siron fished, and Lorel was praised by the new locals with food and thank yous. Then the party was visited by Tyche, the goddess of luck and fortune, because Aella called for Hermes, her father, and he sent Aella's sister in his stead. She talked to the party for a while, and then spent a good amount of time talking to Aella. She learned about the party's involvement with the disappearance of Apollo and Artemis, and a small bit of Titan information. Tyche also told Aella about Athena fighting off demon lords and starting to lose, so she had to go assist from a distance. However, Mavari read her lips. What do you think came of this reading of this conversation? Mavari and Lorel talked about leaving Aella behind, of course. Were they right? Were they wrong? It's all about perspective. Before they left the next day, the party packed up. Citizens helped see them off safely, giving them food and thanks. Tyche made Lorel promise to do her best to keep Aella safe and do her best to find Apollo, their uncle. Lorella's hand glowed and felt extremely warm. Then the party set off, having 2 safe days. The second night of the journey, Lorel had a conversation with Aella, and at the end of it, changes started to affect Lorel. So now, everybody, it is the third morning, and you find yourselves happy and safe inside the party house, well rested, well fed, and you're good to go. What would you like to do?
I would like to ask Bavari to come with me to the living room really quick, just to talk.
Okay.
To pull you over in the living room. Hey, I have a question for you, and I would appreciate it if you didn't ask me as to why I'm asking this question, but...
No promises.
Okay, what is a friendship bracelet?
Oh, it's just... Oh my goodness. It's just...
Hey, don't laugh. I'm asking because I don't... Is it really that common? Am I really that much out of the loop?
It's just a bracelet.
Is it?
It's...
I mean, like, is it so... Is it
Mabari
so,
will pull her, like, her arm out and you'll see, like, a bracelet with gems and everything. As far as I know, it's just a bracelet. I gave one to Aella as well. Try to solidify a friendship.
Like, so it's just a sign of friendship. Like, there's no, like, sort of strange bonding ritual, or...
No, but now that Tira's back, I should probably make sure, and, like, Mavari will look down at her, the bracelet on her wrist. I didn't do anything magical to Aella's, so should probably double check that as well.
It's just a trinket. It's just a sign of friendship and affection that literally is all it is.
Yes.
You have to forgive me. I did that ritualistic pinky promise thing, And I just wanted to make sure that, like, if there was any time that I had to sort of make some sort of friendship bracelet, that it wasn't so, that wasn't so, like, some sort of another sort of spiritual or ritualistic thing that I would be tying myself to.
No, I mean, it's as real as you make it. The same thing with promises. Promises aren't a real bonding thing unless it's you.
Well, one could say, unfortunately for me, it is actually it's an actual thing.
Yeah, I don't have that issue.
Yeah, you don't. But it is a tenet of mine, so I must, choose to keep it. Can I also be a little honest with you? And promise you won't tell anybody anything.
Secret safe with me.
Okay, cool.
Who am I going to
So
tell?
I'm going to pull down the tunic and show her, like, the symbol, and it's kind of smudged now. This is permanent, and it's kind of smudging now.
That's a bit concerning.
It is. And, I saw it this morning, and I think I'm handling it pretty well and not freaking out, but...
That's true. You're doing a good job about that.
Thank you. But I don't particularly know. I feel like I might have completely fallen out of favor isn't correct, but I feel like I did technically break my promise, and I feel like I feel like I'm in trouble.
I'm gonna be, like, honest with you as well. I feel like this is between you and whatever god you are currently serving.
Torm.
Is it Torm?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yeah. Why? What makes you say that?
Just message coming in. That's not much of a symbol of Torm anymore.
I mean, yes, it is. It's literally a symbol of Torm. I mean, it's a little smudge now. It's like, yeah, sure, it's getting some sort of strange permanent blood mark, but it's still the symbol of Torm.
Yeah, still think it's between you and whatever god you serve. Or whatever god you think you serve.
It's Torm. Don't be like that. It's Torm. Don't do that.
Don't do what?
The thing you're doing. Don't make me. I already have a lot of worries. Don't make me worry more.
Lorel, I could never cause you to worry more. You would do that yourself.
And whatever. So this friendship bracelet thing, it's just a regular old bracelet?
As far as I'm aware, I don't know if there's anything sinister behind it. While we're speaking on it, let's go find Tyr and ask.
I just want to make sure that this isn't some sort of binding ritual.
Mavari will, like, pull up the robe, and that little white dress you first met her in is underneath, and it's, like, got a tear in it. I just tore mine from my dress because I had nothing else to give. Whether her and her sister enchanted this one or not, no idea.
So you must put a piece of yourself into it.
I think you're thinking too much about it. I think you should just... I literally had nothing else to make the bracelet with, so I just used my dress.
Very well. Let's talk to Tyr. Maybe he can give me more insight on this friendship bracelet thing.
I don't think Tyr has any more insight. I'm just trying to make sure that this bitch isn't cursed.
That is also fair. Let us go then.
Yeah.
Tyr!
Good morning! Let's have something to eat. I'm so freaking hungry.
Quick thing. And
Sure.
While the servants are cooking, can you look over this thing to make sure it's not magical? And she'll, like, take off the little bracelet with all the little gems and stuff.
Detect magic.
Yeah. So she hands you this little bracelet, and it is a silken thread. And around it, there are 3 different colored gems. It is a purple, violet, and like a blue, like a very light blue color. They are all very well cut. I don't think she told you that an Olympian goddess picked these out, but it looked like somebody had a good eye. You could say they have a very high perception check, but you actually look at it, and as you're detecting magic, and are you doing a ritual or just using a spell slot?
Ritual, just so I don't lose the day.
Yeah, you got plenty of time. So after 10 minutes, you are looking at it, and it occurs to you that one of the gems is smoother than the rest. It was not cut, it was made. And there's a little blue gem in there. And it actually is giving off a faint magical aura.
Somebody had a lot of skill to pull this off. It does have a slight magical influence.
Mm-hmm. Do you know what kind?
Make an arcana check.
I will do just that.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
I don't like you. So, Mavara, he says this, and you think about it, and you remember seeing Taiki come out of the woods with these gems that she found in the city. And she was sorting them as she walked by you.
Seriously? I have a 9.
A 9.
Did you add the D4?
No, I did not.
Yeah. Add that D4 onto that 9. That's rough.
So, an 11 total.
You do know what school of magic it is. It's divination. But what spell exactly it is, you're not sure. There's just something about it that seems to be clouded or maybe blocking you to where it's really hard to read. But you are an arcane man.
I spend another 10 minutes and cast Identify Magic.
Okay, so go ahead and roll an arcana check.
Oh, yay! 10.
Unfortunately, whoever did this did not want it to be easy to be found out what spell this is.
This might take a little while. It falls from the area of divination. I'm not sure. It could be anything from a location to a sense of a form or an audio receiver or just a location kind of thing. I'm not quite sure what it does, but it does have magical capability. I'm not I wouldn't say a lot, but it does have some magical ability. It was really well made.
It is pretty.
Is it maybe sinister in some nature? Can you tell if it's like some sort of curse?
Well,
or...
magic is either good or evil depending on how you're using it.
You do know that curses are necromancy, and you know that because Lorel is giving off that aura.
I know because you happen to have a certain necromantic aura that most curses come from necromancy. So divination is not usually a curse. It can be used in an application of a curse, but it's not a curse in and of itself, typically.
That's quite fascinating.
Oh, I can go on for hours, as you well know, but y'all usually shut me up by now.
Well, I'm sure that you want to actually get to eat, but Mavari, is there anything else you wanted to ask? Apparently, it's not cursed, so.
Yeah, well, I don't like that I don't know what it does either.
That is true.
Give me a little while, I can try some more, but can we do it after lunch, breakfast? I don't mind trying again, but
It's fine.
No, we can do it after breakfast. Go eat. You've been in a 2-dimensional form.
eat breakfast.
I'm thinking about what I'm going to make my friendship bracelet out of.
You
And who-
do that.
If you don't mind, who did make that? I wouldn't mind having one of my own. That's quite nice.
The person, I mean, Ayala helped, but I don't know if she's capable of doing it again, considering she had help from someone else.
She might be able to. She is divine in nature.
Oh, who would that be? Because that changes a lot of rules.
You know.
Divine power in general can slip certain, what we would call fields of magic. Divinity can actually field most of those in just its own power.
Makes sense. I would suggest talking to Ayala about it, though I hesitate.
Wow, she seems like a rather
For your-
overly
just-
energetic, but a good girl.
Temper your expectations. She is very cheerful, but she's not even entirely certain what she is.
I I don't
As far as
see
the
how
celestial
that.
hierarchy, just talk to her. You'll understand.
So
Okay.
I didn't know this was going to come up again, but Ayla, you know you're a demigod.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't know if that was confirmed or not because the last time I asked, you shrugged your shoulders. Very well. I take it back.
I have no questions about it. She just outright told us.
Well. Anyway, speak to her. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to give you something.
Okay. I'll ask her at lunch, breakfast.
Indeed.
I could eat both breakfast and lunch right now.
Oh, who are you telling? I could eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner right now.
I think Seltzer called it brunch. Weird amalgamation of words, but okay.
I have
Let's
heard of
get
brunch.
food.
Yes, let us have brunch.
All right, so you guys have a lovely breakfast before heading out. Is there anything you want to do before you actually leave?
Hey, Ella's there for lunch, right?
Yes, sir.
Or breakfast? Hey, love, how did you make that little bracelet? That's fucking amazing.
Oh, well, my sister kind of collected all these different gems, and I just strung them all together.
Do you? That's not general gem crafting that I'm aware of. I would have to use a good bit of specialized spells to pull that crap off. Uh, Are you good at that sort of thing? I've never really asked you. What's your skills?
Kinds of stuff, but, lucky.
Oh, me too.
Do you want a friendship bracelet?
Oh, absolutely.
Yay! I can make you one too!
Cool.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Perfect. Okay.
A
And
really deep purple.
ooh, okay. I think I can figure something out for you.
Do
This is gonna be amazing.
Is it similar to a friendship ritual to where you cast and you weave your own hair, something into it?
No,
There's a
but
lot
I
of
can do
different
that.
types.
Yeah. Oh, you can! Oh my gosh, you're like the only person who understands.
Wait, no, so you do put a piece of yourself in it.
I mean, you can, but you don't have to. It's not necessary.
Well, it helps in the bonding process. It also ups the chance that it could become out magical.
He gets it. Oh my gosh.
I'm a wizard. There's a lot of fields.
Maybe I am overthinking this, but I am becoming confused. I shall figure out this friendship bracelet thing. I promise, and that's
just-
sincere. I will figure this out.
It
It
might
can't
be
be that hard.
It might be a this planet thing, which might be why you don't get it.
I've never. Generally, if you just say you're friends, like gift giving, but it sounds like this
Yeah,
is
it's
something
pretty
more
much-
than a gift.
It's kind of a gift-giving infusion of yourself to someone you like and respect or respect.
Very well.
It's
I've
like a
never read
gift
a
at
book on it.
nuptials.
I see. No. Okay, I'll get this handled. I think I know what I must do.
It's
now.
not usually given casually. It's usually given just to those who are a lifelong friendship kind of thing.
Exactly. Which means that I have got a lot of thinking to do on this. Maybe Mavari's right. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but
Probably you do that. And that's me saying it.
You're
yeah.
overthinking it. Ayla, did she run off? I don't know.
Here.
Okay. Are you aware that this bracelet is magical?
Well, with the power of friendship, anything's magical.
That's not what I'm saying, but you know what? I should have known better. No, it has magical properties.
Cool.
Okay.
I have to agree with her. Anytime you can get an additional magical item, it's worth it. Usually. Pass the sausage, please. Thank you. Where are
Blouts,
we
do you
now?
want one too? Because if Mavari has a friendship bracelet, and I'm gonna make one for you, and Lorel's making one, but Blouts needs ones too, and Siron needs one as well. We can all have matching. Oh my god!
Ayla, my dear, remember what we talked about? How radiant you are.
Yeah. Sorry. I'll
Of
tone
course
it down.
she's radiant. It's her nature.
Indeed. Well, no, I mean as in like her. She's
a celestial. Radiant is her breathing.
No, not that, not that kind of radiance, dear.
Oh. Apparently, I'm misunderstanding my own
It's
language.
a conversation we had. Don't worry about it. She's gonna fit right in.
Right,
She has so far.
I can't scare the baby griffin. Not allowed.
Oh.
Did the griffin hatch?
Yes,
Yeah.
it hatched. I forgot that you were in a 2D, two-dimensional space. We have to show you the griffin. It's so cute.
Ooh.
I so wanted one of those, but they
I mean,
kind
what-
of tried to eat me.
We'll just take it.
Yeah, it is currently in Siron's possession.
Siron, did you bring that griffin in here, or did you leave it unsupervised in the car?
No, I'm holding it.
Oh, is that
You-
the...
She's gonna like
Moving
hold
thing.
up the griffin while it's still currently gnawing on her finger.
Yes, James, you will, or Tyr, you will see this white-chested and white-faced, furry, hairy / feathered creature with this sharp beak, big black eyes with brown surrounding it, and it's just like chewing on her finger while she has like one glove on, so it can do this, and it'll just look up at you as you talk towards it while still like chewing and gnawing on her.
Hello, little one. That is adorable. Babies are always adorable.
Careful.
It's a killer.
No,
It's
they
a-
want is the first person they see.
Lucky you.
So,
Yeah.
I apologize. You will not be able to have this griffin. I can try for another griffin egg.
Oh no, we will definitely try for another griffin egg. Or I will. They make great friends if you can get them to be friends. Usually, yes, at the hatching.
Saran
But
kind
we'll
of
just be mashing meat and shit together and giving it to Sarad for the griffin.
Saran's gonna feed the griffin. I'm sorry for this. Also, well, it seems like you wanted the griffin.
Oh no,
Sorry.
it's fine. There's nothing to be sorry for.
Well, also, I don't think we have officially met. I'm Siron. It's nice to meet you.
Hi. What am I looking at?
She is kind of pretty short with very pale skin. She has white hair that's kind of in a bun with copper eyes, and she's kind of wearing like kind of Victorian style tailcoat with a blouse and pants.
Species?
Human.
Or what looks like one?
Yes. Human up for now, yeah.
Oh, you poor child. Did you get sucked in here too? That's not the tire of a common worlder. I'm actually from here, the only one here that... Oh no, that's not right. Ayla is also from here. So, I was just wondering what world you come from.
I have been in this world for a while. I'm not
Really?
from this world exactly.
Well, you kind of are or you kind of aren't.
How long have you... Have we asked this question before?
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
And do you know who brought you?
Did you
Three.
die?
3 or 4
No.
weeks.
How long?
3 to 4 weeks.
Oh shoot, that's actually not long. Okay. I've been
Depends on
here
the
for
life you
about
lived.
like
Mhm.
3 to 4 weeks. It was kind of more so my fault. I found a portal that opened, and you know, sometimes a girl gets curious, and you go through that portal, and then the portal closes, and then
Would you
realize
happen to be of the mage persuasion? Because that's something I would do.
I am a sorcerer, yes.
Yes. Ow.
Oh, we finally find out what she can do.
Or some sort of magical persuasion?
Sorry.
Oh
I
no,
guess
it's
you
just
haven't
2 of
mentioned
them. Oh no.
We have to speak on spells.
Wait, what? There's 3 of us.
Yeah, no,
No.
shit. There's even
There's
another
2
sorcerer.
sorcerers.
Right.
Yes, a
Then-
lot of a
But
lot
that
of
can vary greatly.
magic users.
Yeah, so Tyr can talk, but a lot of it would confuse Siron. And I'm not saying Siron's stupid, don't get me wrong, but where
Different field of
Tyr
magic.
reads and writes down and cast his spells through study, Siron's like, I woke up.
I'm a shifter.
Oh, cool. You're a shapeshifter or just there's a lot of different types. Which type of shifter, if you don't
Along
mind?
the lines of that, um,
That is so
more
cool.
so like a werecat, I suppose.
Oh,
you could
that's a
say.
different kind of shifter. I was thinking shapeshifter. That would be similar to Lorel, actually. Except you're born with it. Right?
You don't have to
I mean, I
tell
can't.
him. That's very personal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ask a lot of questions. So it's similar to Lorel, I imagine?
Kind of. It's not a
Except you're a
full.
cat rather than a... I don't really want to say dog, but I don't really have another inclination. Sorry, Lorel. I don't really want to attribute you to a dog, but you look a lot like one when you change. A really big one. So, do you change once a month too? And is it on a
No.
full moon?
I can change willingly.
Oh, wow. Well, she kind of does too. You want me to cast curse removal? See if it works?
not-
If you were born that way, I don't think I can fix that though. And if it's
no
gone too
curse.
long. It's not a curse?
No curse.
So once a month you don't pop up and try to eat your friends?
No. She looks at Lorel like, what?
Oh, so much to study.
Is it real friendship unless you try to eat your friends?
Truth.
You
Throughout the
could.
ring,
It could still be friendship if you don't try to eat your friends once a month.
Where's the
But
fun
it's
of
true
that?
friendship if you don't take it badly if they try to eat you once a month.
That's true.
Guys, we've already been put to that test and we're definitely friends. Okay, I'm full. All right, let's try to identify that again and we can get on about our way. How far out are we?
You're on day 3. So after today, you'll have 2 more days. But since this is morning time, you'll have 3 days, essentially, before you actually get to Athens itself.
Alrighty.
So you can essentially try it once a day. So you can look at it throughout the day if she lets you. And then just try again tomorrow after some more study. But for now, it's baffling. I don't want to use the word baffling, but...
It's very confusing on how well it's blended into the magical streams.
Well, when you're a god. All right.
And I'm not currently.
I like the confidence there. It's very promising. All right, so you guys start heading out. Get your shit together. Mavari, do you put it back on the bracelet, or do you let him keep it and study it?
I'll let him try again.
Okay. And when you guys head back on the road, with everybody here, who is in the cart, who's on top of the cart, and who is flying/walking beside it?
I am on top of
Walking.
the cart.
Last time I got in that damn cart, it blew up. I'm walking.
You're
I'm
gonna
riding
walk
my
beside
dragon.
the cart?
I would like to fly and keeping my eye open for some deep purple things to make another friendship bracelet.
What's your passive perception?
18.
Okay. Tyr, I will warn you, if you walk beside the cart the entire day, you will have some issues with exhaustion.
Then I'll do it for half a day.
Fair enough. You are not exactly an athletic fellow.
No, I am not.
I'll be in the cart.
It sounds like you almost have it to yourself, so you got plenty of leg room if you want to kick back.
I don't have much leg to kick with.
Fair enough.
The two smallest people are the ones probably in the cart.
Yes, but you are in there with this squeaking griffin, so it'll like bite or keep biting on Siron's hand. But Mavari, if you mean mug it, it'll like squeak towards you.
Mavari's used to Ayla. Well, not used to Ayla, but she's used to like Blouts and LFD and Randall.
Oh,
They're all pretty noisy people.
that's fair. At least this one has a soul, depending on how you look at animals.
Hey,
If you ask Brittany, this person I've heard of, she thinks they have souls.
Hmm?
See?
She wasn't paying attention to you.
It's a griffin.
That's fair.
I didn't know like it's a griffin.
Why would you? It's not like I'm on headphones or anything.
Quiet you.
So who would like to roll a D100 starting out this beautiful morning?
Not it.
Well, we should
I'll
get the
do it.
person who hasn't done
Okay.
it yet to do
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Who, me? Or someone else?
You'll do it next.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think she's done it either.
52!
James hasn't-
So thanks to Tyr, you guys have a uneventful, happy morning. The sun is shining, the birds are dead, and the grass is green. Miss
Free food
Siron,
everywhere.
if you would please roll a D100, and let's see if you can punish this party.
Don't do it.
Don't
Use
do
the
it
source
Do
sorcerer's curse.
73.
That's unfortunate. So,
Another quiet day.
yes, you guys have a
Oh.
peaceful afternoon. Everything's good. Everybody's happy. Yada da da da. Brittany, you never let me down. It is the end of the day. You promised and then decided not to do that. But you promised 2 people something. So with that in mind, we roll a D100.
Ew. Dang it. Oh,
Oh, yeah, she never lets her down.
that's a 7.
Why?
So, you guys have a bit of a good day. And then as you get into the, I'm not going to say the evening, let's say pre-evening. It's probably around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And you roll up on this, this little town. It's not big. It's probably about 15 acres square. You see there are a lot of buildings broken. A lot of walls broken. Some fences made out of stone that are broken. It looks like there was some kind of fortifying defense on the west side of the road as you kind of come into view of it. And it looks like it was just like a circle that people could get into and fire arrows from. You could see those slits where maybe slits were, but it is demolished. And by that I mean the walls aren't broken. It's just flattened, gone. Like a bulldozer or something ran over it. Or you could call it a bulldozer. And so you roll up into this town, and unfortunately, if you want to look at it that way, the road goes right in the middle of this town. And you could possibly go around it, but where would the fun be there? So you guys are going through the center of this little town, and there is, as you come through, a small building on your right, a decently bigger building, about 15 feet by 15 feet on your left. And then ahead of you by about another 20 feet, there's a longer building, and then a much larger building. Or I'm sorry, on the right, there's a longer building. On the left, there's a much, much larger building. And it is probably about, oh dear, I just pushed the wrong button. It's about a 35 feet long building, but it's only about 10, 15 feet wide. But this looks like a pretty simple town, maybe a farmer's village of some sort. So as you start creeping through here, do you want to keep on at a normal pace? Do you want to keep an eye out? Do you want to stealth ahead, kind of look around? Like what would you like to do other than just be like, singing as you go? Or you can do that. This is like when we did that quiz about, do you touch it? Like, how do you want to go through this village?
You don't hear anything.
Huh. I will I'll get the cart to stop, and then I'll say that one of us, just one, should maybe scout ahead. If you want it to be me, I'm perfectly fine, but I'm not very stealthy.
I could
You're
do
pretty
it.
loud in that armor. I could also do it too. We could do
No,
it
let her.
together.
Absolutely not.
No. I feel like Ayala, it should just be one person, and they should be able to do it quietly. I don't think I can. So maybe you should go and check it out.
Should I fly or should I walk? What do you think is the
Definitely.
safest option?
Don't fly. Every time I familiar goes up, it gets attacked by 100 demons.
Yeah,
Wait,
just,
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
every
walk.
time.
Walk,
You'll
sneak
be
around on the
surprised.
ground.
Sneak.
You only did
Okay.
it once, just for the record.
Hmm?
I was telling James he only did that once.
And that's all it took.
That
He's learned
technically
his
means
lessons quickly.
every time he's done it,
Right,
he's been
okay.
attacked.
I'm sorry. You are right.
Technicality speaking. Yeah, I will sneak and scout ahead by foot.
We can try it again. I can send you with my pet so that we know if you get in trouble, and we'll find the demons if they're here. They're gonna jump us anyway.
Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. If I run into trouble, I'll just fly and scream.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that works.
Ayla, if you would please roll a stealth check as you're having a conversation and she's high pitched. So, not bad anyways.
Oh, good lord.
Siron's gonna poke her head out of the cart. Is everything okay?
Who I do not have.
We're just trying to see if anyone here has any stealth skills worth of shit. I know I don't.
I rolled a 22, good sir.
All right, that's pretty good. So
she
I
can't
don't have a
apply
token
it.
for Saran. There you go. So you see the building to your immediate right as y'all come in. You see the building to your left, a few feet ahead. About 30 feet ahead, you see the long one. On your left, you see the really long one. And then you gotta see broken buildings and walls beyond that. And everything looks smashed. You see walls with giant holes in them. You see the stone walls that would surround these houses. Or something broke through them. A lot of things that were tall are knocked over or just broken down. So where would you like to go in your stealthy way first?
I kind of want to just dart around all over.
Okay. So the building to your immediate right, I will start there and just kind of go through the town, and we'll say you're just sneakily looking as we go through. Sound good?
Please. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right. So the one to your immediate right, you can see it's like a little alchemist shop or something like that. You can see a lot of herbs in there. It looks like it was maybe a little place where somebody would come buy spices or herbs. What is your passive perception? You said 18? Okay, so you actually do see there is a bottle that still has a cork in it on the floor under one of the tables, and it has this red liquid in it. It looks slightly familiar to you. If you would like to pick that up, and you're close to the party to where you could hand that back to Tyr, and he could be looking at that while you keep going.
Yes, I will do
Or
that.
you could put it in a bag and be like, "Fuck you, people, I'm out."
No, I will be like, here you go, and pass it off.
Cool. Let me take a look at this.
Fair enough. To the left up there, you see there's a small house. It has like a gray tile siding with the stone and a soft blowing chimes by the door. It actually just is one room. It's like a bachelor style room with a bed and chest, along with a dresser on the far wall. And in one corner it has a brick hearth with cold coals, and a bunch of dried fruit is hanging from the ceiling in long strands. And you can actually see in here maybe what you don't want a few other people in here to see, but a few people might smell it. You see two sheep that look like they were collared up, but it looks like their necks and the back of their heads were broken by very large hands. You can see the skin is punctured by the bones, so whatever broke it was very strong, and it had hands that probably were at least 8 inches wide. If you want to find out something else, you can, but so far that's what you know about that. But you don't find anything of value or significant in there besides that information.
Okay.
Moving on. The next building to the right, roughly about 25 feet long, 15 feet wide. Excuse me. This is actually a blacksmith. You see a little plaque near the door that says the Fighter's Anvil. And you kind of make sure that nobody's looking. So you actually see a woman in there. But here's the thing. She's laying across the anvil, and there's a hammer going through her into the anvil. She looks lean but muscular, and she has like tight little black cloth pants on, and she has a coat around her that is torn a bit, that it's black, but it is punctured by this hammer, and it looks like it was flipped around so that the sharp point went through her and into the anvil itself. And she has a flat top haircut and thin eyebrows with brown eyes that are just open and looking towards you, or looking at you towards the door. I don't know what you want to do with her, so I don't know how much information to give you. So I'm just going to stop there and let you have a moment.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at that and be like, what the hell happened here? And try to piece together a puzzle, but she did.
Yeah. You see 2 sets of scale mail and 3 long swords on the wall that are finished and could be taken. But other than that, nothing in here.
Cool.
Okay. So, next on the list, going up the street a little bit to the left where that long building is, the 35 feet one. I don't know why I said 35. So it is 35 feet long, starts at about 10-15 feet, and then eventually towards the back it goes to 15 feet. This looks more like a tavern, and it looks like rooms are behind this little eating area. In the very front, you can see there are a few tables, a bit of a cooking area with a stove, and then back behind that you can see that there is a wall with 2 sets of stairs going up a small platform that was only about 3 feet, and then it goes through. Now, here's the thing. I think we are both friends here, right?
That is debatable.
It's fair enough. So, you see on the tables nearby, there are like little, what you could call meatballs. It's some kind of meat that was cooked in the fashion of a ball with seasoning on it. That's delightful. And, ooh, this is nice. You've seen this every now and then. There's a bear burger. Isn't that fun?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then, I don't want to use the word all of a sudden, but very quickly and a bit startlingly, you hear this like, and then through the wall, something comes barreling through it. And it's going to throw a table at you as we roll initiative. Everybody.
Yay!
Oh,
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll put you right inside the doorway. That way you can run away and don't get die. All right, Blouts, what'd you get?
22.
Lorel.
16.
Mavari.
4.
Yeah. Tyr.
22, and I'll default to Blouts.
I have 9x.
Yeah. Ayala.
But I rolled a 10.
Oof. And Siron.
9.
9. Okay. So, Ayala, you see this wall just blown away as this table just gets flung at you from across the room. Does a 17 hit?
No, it does not. I can read the tiny writing.
Yeah, that was a lot of thinking. Are you okay?
No, it was covered. I have it in the corner.
Ah, fair enough. Okay. So, Blouts, you are first to go. You heard this roar from inside this building. It came echoing out of it, and you saw the front of this building, like the wall, just kind of like vibrate, shake. You see a couple of stones come loose as it sounds like something very large slammed against it. As Ayala, this fluttering, small, dexterous creature, just kind of ducks a little bit. Just out of curiosity, Ayala, how far did he miss?
By 1.
Oof. Okay, so she just barely ducked, and this like table, slow motion, like flew right by her head, and then just slammed against the wall. And it could have been a lot, but we're good. We're safe. What would you like to do? You are by the cart. You are behind Mavari, Lorel, LFD, Ganyel, and Siron and Tyr are on the other side of the cart. As y'all just kind of stand idly towards the front of this village.
Well, I can't see inside the building, and I just see a table flung.
Well, you saw the wall kind of vibrate with something hard hitting it.
Yeah. let's see. Does he want to go investigate, see if she's all right?
Why did I have to choose you first? All right.
Just, I guess start making my way. I'm not dashing. Let's see, 30 feet. I can get to it. I just like scooch past the small tiefling pot. And
it'll cost you double movement. So right there is 20, or 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that's 20 feet.
Excuse me. Let's see. There,
So
I get
that-
into the
yeah.
front of the cart. Are you dying over there?
Table was just thrown at me.
Deserved, but that's not my question.
I'm not dead yet. But a
Oh.
table was thrown at me. Look.
I can't see inside the building.
Yeah, just as a reminder to people, you're about 40 feet away from the entrance of the building. So, Ayla might die here, all alone. We'll celebrate afterwards. It's all good.
Like, are you needing help?
Yeah, I some help.
All right, so at the end of Bloutz's turn, Tyr, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna move Geniel next to me because that's what he'd do.
Pull back. I will wait and hold action on a cantrip of chill touch until such time as I can see what I'm aiming at.
All right. So after that, Lorel, or I'm sorry, not Lorel, Ayla, you get full view of this creature. As you see it roaring at you, it is roughly about 9-10 feet tall. It's very muscular, very broad, very green. And it has these spikes coming out of it, and its skin looks like a meld of regular flesh and like a scarred black rock, black and gray rock. You have seen it before, actually really recently. You saw this kind of meld of skin and rock with Mordai, or you don't know his name, but Mabari's brother, the attacker who you first fought when you met this party. And he has horns coming out of his head. He has 2 long ones on the very top, 2 coming out of the side and back of his head. And he has green eyes, and he has like wild beginnings of a beard and hair. Like maybe he usually keeps his hair or his head shaved, but he now has hair. But he is just roaring and looking really crazed. And you can see his black veins poking out a little bit from his skin. As he runs up at you, gets right in your grill. I'm just gonna bloop. There he is. Hi. I don't think he's gonna throw a table at you this time because that didn't work out the first time. So he's gonna try to just. I'm just thinking because he has this ability called grab, and then he can throw somebody he has grab. And I was kind of thinking how fun it would be to grab Ayla and then actually throw her through the wall. Now,
Why do you hate me?
That just, it seems really
Sounds
cinematic.
pretty
to me.
fucking sick.
Yeah, I know, right?
You should do that. That
Dylan,
sounds
doesn't that just
pretty
sound cool?
That sounds
I mean-
awesome.
Yeah.
What did I do to you?
I mean,
Oh,
nothing
we
much,
got-
but it is pretty like it is pretty.
It's
boss.
cinematic
See?
as fuck. Like, Miranda, it's not you. It's Ayala.
It's
Yeah.
not you. It's the character.
So that's what he's gonna do. So he's gonna grab you. That's a 31. Does that beat your AC?
Yeah, fuck, yes, it does.
Okay, that's cool. And as he grabs you, believe it or not, you actually take damage, but it's not very much, don't worry. So he grabs you with this big honking hand that just seems really strongly. If you had to compare it to somebody, well, you never met Hercules, but they're probably on about the same level. So you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as he does that.
I'm sorry,
And then-
can you repeat that?
16 bludgeoning
Okay.
damage.
Okay.
Um,
That's not what I heard.
oh, you heard 60?
I for some reason heard 66.
Oh, well, that's because you know how this is going to end, so you were just like, let's cut to the chase. I'm kidding. Okay, so, and just in case, just for future reference, you can use an escape DC of 21 to get out of his reach. Oh, by the way, until the grapple ends, you are actually considered restrained. So there's that. So now he's gonna throw you. So this is fun. Let's see here. Can you wait? Hold on. Let me make sure that you can do this. Let me see. Restrained. Restrained. You have disadvantage on dexterity saves. Okay. So, Ayala, would you please make a dexterity saving throw?
Maybe. Get 11.
Okay, so that's rough. So, you guys are looking out. Tyr, you're holding a chill touch. Bloutz, you're standing there with Ganyelle, kind of just yelling after her, kind of laughing a little bit. You're like, this stupid girl. Nobody likes her anyways. And then, you see this girl come through the wall. You see the stone, the gray stone, just bust outward, and bricks and dust goes everywhere as she takes 50 points of bludgeoning damage as she is just thrown straight through this wall onto the road, past it. Oh, by the way, you are knocked prone. So, oops. But you are no longer restrained, so there is that. That's fun. And then it's going to use the rest of its movement. Let's just say you can throw you 20 feet. So I'm going to go... so I'm going to put you there. And then it's going to use its movement to run out and just jump and kind of in front of this building, in front of the road, and roar at Ayala. As Tyr, you can now chill his touch if you would like.
I would like.
Yeah, you don't really know Ayala that much, but you almost feel a little bad for her. If you weren't Bloutz, you would feel bad.
I do feel bad. I actually like her. Just need to put a volume control on the giggle. 14? Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah. Low roll.
My rolls
unfortunately,
are so shit today.
They really have been, but that's okay. That means you're only building up. It's only gonna get better. That's all that means. It's fine. But yeah. So you guys see that happen. He's out there. He's roaring. Lorel, get your brave face on. It's time to go to work.
Yeah,
You see
no, like
Ganyelle's directly in front of you. Bloutz is in front of the cart. And then a little bit ahead of you, about 40 feet, is this just giant green creature.
I mean to draw that. I meant to just check my freaking measurements again.
Stop doodling on Ganyelle.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's horrific. I am going to... Okay, I can get there. I'm going to,
Don't forget that going over Ganyelle is double movement.
So then I can only move 15.
Well, no, you can, so it'd be like, I'm just going to move you, don't worry about it. So you can go 5, and then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, if you wanted to. I don't know if you're trying to get next to her or not.
Yeah, no, there. Where you have me. So I'm going to squeeze past and get right next to Ayala to assess the situation. Like, oof, that's a big one. Are you okay?
It's blurry.
Don't worry. And then I'm going to, can I hold, well, no, I've already used my movement. Can I hold an attack action after I've moved?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. I will hold an attack action for when it gets closer, to pretty much like, attack. But I do want to use my bonus action, to cast Thunderous Smite on myself.
Ooh. Alrighty.
And then that, I'm just double checking. Nope, that's the end of my turn.
Alrighty. So at the end of Lorel's turn, as she stands there, this lightning just surging through her. Ayala, your vision comes back into focus a little bit as you see Lorel running up to you. And she kind of sounds like that teacher from the Charlie Brown show, where she's like, oh. You're just like, yeah, ow, I hurt.
Ouchies.
And then you see this giant green image about 10 feet away from you.
I will use half my movement to stand up, because that sucks. And I'm going to spend 2 key points to use the arms of astral self and the visage of the astral self as well.
Mm-hmm.
So my magical arms will appear underneath my shoulder blades, and a astral projection version of myself will appear behind me in a gigantic form. And I need the thing to stand in, that's standing in front of me to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
He's very muscular, very strong.
Mm-hmm.
He has a few weaknesses. One, he's ugly as fuck. So, Chris is probably not his thing.
I don't think that.
He hasn't spoken, so it doesn't seem too smart. He also has a little problem with dexterity. But he rolls really good. Okay, so that's a 22?
You fucker. Or take, so you don't even take half damage, so whatever.
Oh.
That's fine. It's cool. It's fine. Just a little puff of like air just hits him, and he's like, doesn't phase him apparently. Yeah, it was supposed to be force damage. That's fine. I'm gonna shit.
That'd have been a good one. He's not resistant to that.
I know.
It's too bad it didn't work. That'd have been cool.
It's fine. But I am going to try to hit him with the double-bladed staff. I say that with a potential question mark. Maybe.
I don't know. How many actions have you used? What are you up to?
Well, this is a bonus action. So, what I did was a bonus action. That was one bonus action.
Damn.
And
okay.
Yes, sir.
So I think it's 3?
3 attacks against him with the double-bladed staff. 25, a 30, and a 16.
So everything except for the 16 hits.
Okay.
Just as a reminder to everybody, including James, this is the staff that came from the Oracle of Delphi, who the party killed because they're the heroes.
Now, to make a mental note, I am doing it double-handed, because it does matter.
Yes.
First hit, he's going to take 15 slashing, and then second hit, he's going to take 10 slashing.
I'm reading on a sheet here. It has damage resistances, Canadians, so I'm sorry.
How dare you, eh?
All right. That's a good chunk of damage. All right.
That was my action, my bonus action, and my movement.
All right. You do see he has this black blood coming out of him as you cut into him. He just looks really upset. But he pretty much just continually roars, so doesn't really show much difference in his posture. All right. Next in the initiative order, Siron. I didn't really know what to tell you. You got this. Run up there with your blade.
Oh, I was gonna do something else.
Oh, okay. You want him to make a strength saving throw?
No.
Oh.
I'm just gonna make sure that I actually have the range to do it. Yep, I have the range to do it. Thank God. So, fuck this bitch.
Oh.
Cause I'm a sorcerer, I ain't that tanky, so I'm going to cast Hold Monster. Choose a creature that you can see within range, 90 feet. The target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration of 1 minute. The spell has no effect on undead. At the end of each turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw. On success, the spell ends.
Oh, shit. You said what kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
Alright. Now, before you continue this and make it for sure your turn, do you want to talk about it?
So,
Or do you really want to do this?
I don't like the way that's being asked.
No, just, I'm just asking. I mean, is this really what you want to spend your turn, your action, your helpful turn doing? Is trying to hold this giant monster?
Macy, he's trying to psych you out.
Yes, I will do so.
Alright, he got 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Fail. My spell
It's possible
save
he's not the
15.
wisest. Alright, so he is paralyzed. That sucks. Okay. I'm gonna give the paralyzed the pink aura because I don't like it. All right, so we haven't had paralyzed in a super long time, so I'm just going to quickly read off what paralyzed does. He can't move or speak. Attack rolls against him have advantage. Any attack that hits him is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet, and I believe that disregards. That doesn't count against ranged attacks because they have disadvantage within 5 feet. So just keep that in mind. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, so he's pretty fucked. All right, Siron. Hey, can I ask you a question, Macy? Not Siron. I'm talking to Macy now.
Yeah.
Do you have inspiration?
I don't think so. No, not from last I checked.
Why don't you tick that little box and give yourself inspiration? That was a good idea and a good job. Because I'm going to tell you right now, he was going to kill Ayala.
Damn it, drop the spell.
I had to put on it for a moment, to be honest.
Mavari. Or I'm sorry, is that the intern, Siron?
Yeah.
Okay. Mavari, you see this thing tighten up. It's roaring, and then its roaring just kind of closes in its mouth, and he just silences as he just stares. These hands just clenched up like he's about to hit Ayala, but he's just standing there, paralyzed.
Cool. Mavari is gonna move forward slightly, like right behind Genielle, up by the house and still by the cart. And I'm going to use some source points and cast Cure Wounds with distant meta magic. You know what? Let's do it at a nice 3rd level.
Ooh.
How generous.
Yeah. From the safety behind Genielle.
You think
He is
he's
a
gonna
wall.
save you? He's gonna live through this, and he's gonna come smash your teeth in.
I mean, sure. That is 16 points of healing. I read that wrong. 16 points of healing. That's bad.
That's actually really good.
For a 3rd level spell?
Fuck yeah. That's still good. Don't down yourself like that. Come on.
I've done that at like 2nd level.
Look, I'm trying to be positive, alright?
I'm not positive.
The 2s and the 3s are what killed it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. That's the end of my turn. I can't do much else.
Alrighty.
That counts.
That is the end of round 1. Round 2, Blouts. You saw this thing tighten up after throwing Ella through a wall, and then jumping out and roaring at her. You see she has this pretty cool looking staff that she starts cutting it with because I don't know why she stayed there. I would have ran, but whatever.
Damn, that's fucking crazy. Well, I mean, there's a demon. He doesn't like those things.
No.
He
not
dislikes
very
them
nice.
more than he dislikes AL, at least.
Oh, that's nice.
The bar isn't that high, though.
Oh, that's rough.
Alright, I have enough movement. He's just going to run up past the building, past Lorel. Oh, hi, Lorel. Get up. He's going to point at the demon, and the flash of red in his eyes as he casts Hunter's Mark again, and a little red dragon starts floating above the demon's head.
Alrighty.
So, Hunter's Mark is now active. This will be fun. So, you said it's advantage on attacks?
Yes. Advantage on attacks because he's knocked prone. And then if you hit within 5 feet of him, it is an automatic critical.
Well, I am in 5 feet of him. Alright. See. First attack is a 29 to hit.
A 29 will hit, yes.
And the second attack is a 26 to hit.
26 will also hit.
Alright. And crit is 1 damage dice max and then normal roll, right?
Yes.
Alright, so first attack, oh, that sucks, is 26 slashing damage.
Yeah, that's really sucky, Jesus.
And second attack is 30 slashing damage. Magical.
Hold on. I need to get my calculator out already. Oh, you said 26?
26 and then 30.
Okay, he is hurt.
So a total of 56 slashing damage. And Danielle... Oh, I forgot to give my funny lightning thing, so I'll just roll 1d6 really quickly. 2 points of lightning damage.
Oh.
As Danielle's reaction. And Danielle will fly up over.
2?
2 points of lightning damage.
Okay, better than nothing. That'll do. Alright.
And
Tyr.
That will be it.
Alright. Tyr, you are... Where are you? You are still back of the wagon because you're a smart man. You see everybody going up to this thing. You see it locked up. Ella bravely fighting. Despite... How many hit points did she lose there?
Too many.
Okay. She looks pretty bad off.
Tyr looks legitimately peeved. Like, very angry as he calls forth a swarming cloud of ebony tentacles filling 20 feet square around the ground that turns that area right at the edge of him and behind into difficult terrain. He would have a save, but he's flat on his ass and can't do a damn thing, so that strength and dexterity is worthless. He is restrained and will be taking 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Evard's black tentacles.
Alright.
I think we all know where this is going.
Restrained as hell.
Alright.
10
Yes.
damage.
10 points of damage. Alright, what kind of damage is it?
Bludgeoning. And he is restrained.
That's it? It's just bludgeoning?
Yeah, that's it.
It's not magical?
It's mostly restraining and keeping him in a difficult terrain and unable to fight kind of spell.
After that, it is his turn. He is done for the round. He just has a couple of saves to make. The first one, hold person, is what save again?
Wisdom.
Alrighty. 16?
Sadly, yeah, he succeeds.
Alright. And Evard's black tentacles. How does he get out of the restraint? Does it say?
Strength or dexterity check.
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
So he has to use an action to do it, and
Yes.
he has no actions because it's the end of his turn. So he is still restrained, but no longer paralyzed. So that's a little better.
Yeah, so next round he can make a strength or dexterity to get out of mine.
Yes, this is.
I'm
super
hoping
fun.
he's dead by then.
So the automatic crit thing is no longer there, but his speed is 0. All attacks on him still have advantage. His attacks have disadvantage, and he has disadvantage on dexterity saves. Oh, so he actually can still attack. Oh, that's fun. All right. So next in the initiative order, you see him starting to move again. Lorel, he is right in front of you, and he's big.
Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, you can attack that. I'm going to move up next to Ayala. That gives me a diagonal. I still have Thunderous Smite on me.
Yeah, I think it's until you hit, right?
Yeah. Concentration up to a minute. Yeah. So then I am going to longsword, stab, swish.
Yeah, you are.
Stabby, stab. All right, cool. I could type this so much faster. First hit 27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then second hit's a 23.
Yes, that'll hit.
Okay, so then that is. Okay, so
Do not forget that you have advantage on these attacks.
Yeah. It needs to roll me a strength saving throw, but it's held, isn't it?
It's restrained. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't really know what that will do. Pretty much succeed a strength saving throw or be pushed away 10 feet and be knocked prone, so I don't particularly know if that will do anything.
So he does not have disadvantage on strength saves, so I will make that real quick, and then we'll see if we need to follow it up with anything.
Okay, no problem.
Because he is a pretty strong boy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a 27.
That's a pass, so he'll just take the thunder damage.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 23 on the first hit.
God bless.
10 Hold on. And 13 on the second.
Okay. And you can see this like black drool coming out of his mouth a little bit as he roars out at you in anger.
Alrighty. And then that was my action. Do I have anything else? Nah, I'm good for right now. That's it.
Sweet. Thanks.
No problem.
Hey Ella, it is your turn.
Hooray!
Astral four-armed lady. What do you want to do?
I would like to try to beat the shit out of him.
Good luck.
I'm gonna do the 3 attacks with the staff first.
Yeah. See what you got.
With advantage. So 26 for the first one. 23 for the second one.
Yeah.
And a 20 for the third.
That'll hit.
All of them?
All of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
Maybe not. See how you roll. I've seen you roll before.
Yeah, unfortunately we've all seen how well I've rolled.
3 hits, 6 damage. All right.
Okay. So first one, yep, there it is. 8.
Oof. I have my calculator ready. I'm ready.
14.
Uh-huh.
And a 9.
That's rough, dude. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, because then I'm going to bonus action flurry of blows with my astral arms.
Oh, no. Okay.
A 19, there we go.
A 19 will hit.
Okay, and then second punch will be a natural 20, 25.
Unfortunately, a natural 20 doesn't hit. He has damage immunity crits. I'm kidding. That's not this version of the game either.
Quickly, Lorel, use your reaction to prevent the crit.
Wait.
How dare you? How dare you? Okay, so clarify, because I don't really roll crits often. Double the dice, right?
No, you will roll the dice as normal, and then an automatic full dice. So your martial arts, or what is your unarmed damage? What is it, a D6 or D8?
It's 1d8 plus 5, and then with my astral specifically, I get an additional d8.
That's a shame. Okay, so you will do... Oh, fuck me. 3d8 plus 8 plus 5. So you'll do 1 full damage, and then double the other
3d8 plus
astral
8.
thing.
3d8 plus 8 plus 5.
Yes.
29.
Balls! Okay. Do you want to roll the other damage?
I suppose. 9.
He is so hurt right now. Like, this is not good. All right. You see this blood coming all out of him between the blade and your fist. You see him just coughing up this black blood. It is just spraying and just dripping all over the ground under him, with these black tentacles just flapping around and tickling up his leg.
Ooh.
Siron, it is your turn. You probably will kill him unless you heal Tyr.
See. That again.
Tyr's not hurt.
Oh shit, that doesn't do much. I will cast Firebolt on the monster. So a ball of fire will appear in her hand, and she will chuck it at it. 20.
20 will hit. And I will say you can kill him, so let's go. Do it. Cecilia potential.
Oh. Damn, that's not even that great. 11.
Ooh, okay, so he has less pieces of life than a cheesecake has of pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything in life is comparable to cheesecake. Let's just put that out there. Every time somebody talks about how much time they have left, I want you to say 3/4 of a cheesecake. I gotta go in 1/4 of a cheesecake. How long is it gonna take it to get you? Or 3 cheesecakes?
Hold up. This is concerning because some people eat like a cheesecake slice in one bite. And cheesecake slices can vary in size.
I mean, that could be part of the fun though. Like
we need like a metric standard of cheesecake. Like, are we talking Cheesecake Factory or like store-bought in a package cheesecake, because those are significantly smaller.
Can we not talk about cheesecake? I want cheesecake now.
Well, too bad cheesecake sucks. So
I love cheesecake, and I'm gonna have some. Unfortunately, our
cheesecake.
poor Canadian can't have any because they only have syrup up there, and they don't have cheesecake.
That is true.
wait, they don't make
Oh my
maple
God, really?
cheesecakes?
No! Oh my god, guys!
Yeah, that was a joke. I'm sorry.
Cheesecake here!
Imagine like a maple glazed cheesecake for people who like it.
Yes,
Just
there is
Making me
maple cheesecake.
hungry.
I'm stalling. That's how this works. Mavari, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
Not whatever the heck that just was.
Cheesecake.
No. Feck it. I'm just gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Do you want me to tell you how many hit points it has?
Sure.
And that right there is where we're going to end it. I hope you enjoyed listening to Ayala get kicked through a wall, and I'll see you next week on the Dungeon Speak Podcast.